Good. What the flip? Bro, the colors. Man. Is it the screen though? Or do you guys think the camera is just that good? It's crazy. It's crazy. The the screen looks so good. It was a gift. It was a gift. I so the out of the few local friends I have, I told them that my previous plan, previous now, yeah, I do. I don't have a lot of friends, but the few friends I have, like you, Roger, like all of you are just so good to me. Like, for not having any brothers or sisters, all of you just keep giving me good advice, and more of it sinks in over time. So I'm just happy, like I was able to get out of that. So the previous place that I was staying, that was who my phone plan was with, right? So I wanted to kind of get away from them, and also my metro service, like literally, I'd say 25% of the time, 25% of the time, my text messages and my calls wouldn't go through. So that was kind of disappointing. People would always say, "Oh, I didn't get your text, I didn't get your call." And I'd be like, "Here's a screenshot of me texting you and calling you." And they're like, "I didn't get it." So now I'm on a Verizon plan. So I'm on my friend's plan. What's up, Moons? Yeah, so the reason why this is not really costing me much anything, now I'm going to be paying, I think, $200 out of $1,000. So let me tell you all the details here. So apparently right now Verizon has a deal where if you trade in your phone and your plan to them, they'll give you $800. And I said, "What the? That can't be true." And they're like, "No, it's true." And I'm like, "Well, do you care what kind of phone I have?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "But what if my phone is a piece of shit?" And they're like, "We don't care. We just want you on our service and we'll take your phone." So I'm like, "Deal." So like this phone that I'm on now is $1,000. I would have never gotten this phone. What? Are you kidding me? So I traded in my phone and they credited me $800. That's ridiculous. How could I not pass that up? So now I have like a way better phone than I had apparently like a Samsung 13. Okay. And this is a 16, right? So this is like definitely 3 years ahead, at least. That's nuts. I mean, I'll tell you first off, the screen on this iPhone is like incredible. Like it's like some Alienware OLED gaming screen. Like the screen is so good. I've already got a case on this thing. I'm super self-conscious. Like this is by far the most expensive phone I've ever had. All my previous phones were $200. Like every single one of my previous phones were $200. So to have $1,000 phone now, and because I was on this guy's plan, because now I'm on a new friend plan, I didn't have to put any money down. So I'll just have to pay my friend whatever the payment is, which I think is like an $80 a month plan. because I got the one with the hotspot. Jay, I love you. So hotspots, the hotspot was like $10 extra, and I need the hotspot for my GoPro. So we're just hanging out. But I love the screen. Have I said I love the screen enough? I'm just wondering, do you guys see it? Is it a better quality than my past live streams? Like, does it look better? Like, you guys have seen years of my live streams. Does this video quality look better? Or do you think it just looks the same? Because to me, like, it looks like way better. But then I'm just wondering, to you guys, does it look better? Because that's what really matters, you know? Looks more colorful. Amazing quality now. Oh, see, I fucked up, you guys. See, I should have gotten the iPhone 10 years ago to have the better quality. See, I do all the video shit all the time, so I should have focused on the video quality. Man, I fucked up, man. I should have done the iPhone. See, let me tell you exactly what I told everybody else. So I was scared about the iPhone because when I was growing up, see, I'm a little bit older, but when I was growing up, the Apple computer came out compared to the PC computer. And those Apple computers, they were complicated as fuck to me. I could not understand. I guess, see, maybe that's, I don't know. Apparently they're simple, they're more simple, but see, I you know, me being a PC guy, I didn't get it. I didn't get the Apple simplicity. It felt like Apple complicatedlicity. I made that word up. So for years, I just kept avoiding the Apple. I just kept avoiding the Apple because of, I thought that they were constantly like a totally different user interface. But now, like these 16s, apparently like the 14, 15, 16s, stuff like that, they're almost the same kind of user interface as the PCs or the Androids. So Moon says, my new phone mount comes for my bike soon. Yeah, you got to get that. Roger says they died all the time too, the iMacs. Amazing quality. Yeah, I mean, I'm just very grateful, you know, because if this is so much better, and, you know, I would have never afforded this on my own. So I'm just super grateful. Super excited. You like my double hoodie action? See, it's not even snowing here in Florida, and I'm already cold. I think it's maybe like, I don't know, 60s. No, I think it's maybe almost like just 70 degrees, and I'm like freezing. I'm like freezing right now. It's like 70. Anything 70, like 73, 72, I have to put on like a sweater. Like if it's like 72 or under, man, I'm like freezing. It's like 70 right now, so I've got like 2 hoodies on. Oh man. So how's everybody doing? How are you doing? I'm at work right now, of course. I'm at work. Today for me is payday. Today's payday. And I want to put some money towards my credit card bills, but then I also want to put like $100 into Bitcoin. You know, I want Bitcoin to pump towards the $100,000 for Christmas. I'd also love to get another Bitcoin miner to see. I bought 2 Bitcoin miners and then I sold them for like triple the profit both times. So that was like really cool. But now that same Bitcoin miner is like very widely available, and it's not as hard to get, and it's still functional. So it's like I kind of have the FOMO of wanting to miss out. on owning one at least. So, Roger, do you think I should still get a Nano? Should everybody have a Nano? Roger, should everybody get a Nano? So what I'm referring to is the Canon, Canaan, the Canon Avalon, Avalon, Nano, Nano, number 3. The Canon Avalon Nano 3. And it is a Bitcoin miner, and it just collects very small amounts of Bitcoin 24/7. I guess Roger left the chat. But yeah, I just want all of you to think about crypto. Let's see. Bitcoin people hate when I say crypto because they want me to only say Bitcoin. Probably depends on if you pay electricity. Of course, I don't. Oh, and Roger, the whole point of that BitAxe company is their low efficiency. So if you look, on the Avalon Nano, yeah, you get 4 terahash for 140 watts or whatever, right? But apparently with them, you get 1 terahash for 15 watts of electricity. So I mean, apparently for what their whole goal is extremely low energy cost. And so there's a guy that has now put 4 of those together and has a 4 terahash at only 60. So he essentially has made a Canon Avalon Nano 3 4 terahasher, but at half the energy cost. So, Moons, you're not serious, are you? My e-bike is technically illegal. Bro, just don't tell anybody and stop posting it online, because you know the British government, the English government monitors all your internet content totally. Literally, I just cannot fathom. Like, you know, me personally, I would fucking go nuts if my government was doing something like that to me. So, but yeah, you can't, stop posting stuff like that. Stop posting that you're like, you know, especially literally the word illegal. Stop saying that, especially where you're at. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, they're watching in your country, they're watching the internet content. And if you're saying that you're literally doing something, they're going to come like, you know, hurt your new bicycle and put your tight butt in jail. And won't be tight no more. That's for dang sure. But yeah, back to the point. So Moons needs donations. Moons literally, so Moons, write this down. Start a GiveSendGo, GiveSendGo.com, GiveSendGo.com, and do a I'm Going to America donation fund, and I'm Going to America donation fund, and start, it's a public donation, so everybody can see the donations you're getting. Everybody can see how much the donation bar is rising, right? And getting closer to your goal of, let's say, $10,000. And then you come here or something, you know, but you gotta start that now. It's GiveSendGo.com. Yeah, so quit wasting time. Listen, when I say what I'm about to say, it's with all love, Moons. I love you like a brother, but to see your country and the situation it's in and the goal that you have to get out of there, you need to stop kind of playing games, literally, as much, like literally 90% stop. and put 90% of your game time energy into like trying to get as much money as you can to get the fuck out of there. Okay? That's it. That's it. So like, I appreciate that you're trying to, like, as you said in your live stream, I even heard you say it, you're kind of trying to zone out, which is exactly why I used to play video games that past year, that whole time. Because I was at that other location. I was so mentally unhappy in that other location that the only way for me to mentally get out of that other space mentally was to play those games as much as I was. And now that I'm in this new place, I find myself hardly playing games because I'm like enjoying like this piece of, you know, being able to walk to the park, you know, literally just doing whatever I want to do without someone constantly on my back about it. Like, I never had anybody supervise me or ask me as many questions about where I've been, what I was doing. It was just over paranoid. It drove me crazy. Had to get out of there. So that's what I'm saying. Moons, you're in a situation where it's driving you crazy. You're playing the games because you're trying to mentally escape from how bad it is. Just do what I did. Like, start saving money. Literally I was doing a few DoorDashes. You saw it. I was trying to get out of there. I put my money together. I started asking people. I started telling everybody, this is my number one goal. So like, your number one goal isn't like waiting for the next season of the game to drop. It's getting out of Europe. It's coming to America. So you need to like tell all your friends, this is my number one goal. Like, so like when they see you playing the game, they're going to be like, they're going to guilt trip you about it like I am. They're going to be like, what are you doing playing the game? You should be like packing up, trying to get the hell out of there. So it's like a loving criticism I'm giving you now. Like, just take it as this, like within 6 months from now, you're going to be here in America. That's just how you have to see it. You can't like, you got to like put all that as like, that was a phase of your life where like you were, you know, in that phase of playing a lot of games in a very bad place. So was I. I'm literally living proof. My entire life story is like, I've had the felony, I've gone to jail, I've made all the bad mistakes, I've had all the bad jobs, I've had all the bad living conditions. I'm telling you, learn from me. Get the iPhone, come to America. I'm telling you, you got to do. That's what I'm saying. Well, don't just chill, Moons. Moons, you're, you know, like, just start saving money and get the hell out of there. Start saving money and get the hell out of there. You know, and then, you know, ride your e-bike here. You know. So, yeah, just give me a deadline. Give me a deadline that you want. Give me a deadline that you want that you're going to commit to, right? Can you commit to 6 months? Can you commit to 6 months? Like, within 6 months, I'm going to be in America. Like, can you put that in writing? Can you put that in writing and just, can you type that out? Say, I am, see? Like what you're doing right now, you're saying, I'm doing side jobs, so just put, I am coming to America in 6 months. Put a time frame on it. Put a deadline on it, you know? Because like I said, once you're here, then if we have like this idea like I had as like a brotherish content house, you know, where we're all kind of streamers, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Then we can all share rent, you know, that'll save money. We all, see, there are a lot of like plans when it comes, like payment plans with a lot of things in life that are so good when you're on the plan with a few different like family members. Like all these different companies offer all these different like family plans. And like once you and your friends get on that family plan, my God, it just saves so much money. Yeah, I know you're going to visit here, but then you're going to go back to that shithole, and then you're going to have to come back here. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I completely think that the best thing to do is visit here. But then again, it's just like it's going to cost so much money to visit here, go back, and then save up enough money to leave there again. But I am going to be glad that, listen, you're going to get it over with. 2025, you're going to get it over with. You're going to be in America full time, and that'll be good, you know. At least I'm encouraging white people to come to America rather than anybody else. Everybody else has seen me recently talk about the racial issues that we've been having because of a lot of people just migrating everywhere and just like calling wherever they want home, you know. And so I'm like, you know, the least I could do, you know, is try to get more white people in the right areas. So that's what I'm doing. Moons is not in the best area right now. There aren't like any active clubs near him, and he's also too far away to be a political protester. So here's the thing. It's like if I were Moons in the place he's in, he's told me that it's like, what, an hour bike ride or something into the city? How far is it from where you are into like downtown where all the protesting is going on? How far is that? Because if it's like an hour, see, that's why I can completely understand why he's not like involved and feels like shit, or I would feel like shit because I'm not involved. And he's like, well, there's nothing I can do other than like my voice. See, that's why, you know, it's hard for me to guilt trip him because he's too far away from the protest. See, I want to get him all up. I want to get him in that action protesting because of how powerful I know Moons is as a personality. I want him in that action. I swear, if Moons was around 100 other random dudes and Moons started talking, a lot of dudes would shut up and listen. That's why I follow Moons. See, I follow leaders, right? That's why I follow, you know, let's just leave it at that. I follow leaders. Moons is a leader, and we got to get Moons into a good leadership position around a good area. Where he's at now, it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. Moons has so much more potential. I'm working on my potential now. There's just clearly, look around me. There's tons of competition. Look at all this competition. Thousands of cars nonstop, all day long, all these people. Listen, if all these people can afford a car, all these people make more money than me. Let's just put it that way. Because I can't afford a car down here. Like a car down here is like, you know, you're talking like at least $1,000 total, including your car payment and your insurance. $1,000. I'm not paying no $1,000 plus gas. Fuck that. I guess I'm poor, you know. London is like an hour and 30 minutes away. Oh my God, man. See, this is what I'm saying. See, Moons, what you would have to do, Moons, is you would have to literally move to like London and start like live streaming full time, like I'm a London, you know, downtown full-time streamer. That would be fucking cool. But see, I don't even want you to stay there, you know. I don't know. See, here's the thing. Maybe I need to go visit there and see how many non-whites are there, see how much migration has, because I went there. I went to London. Let's see, what year was that? 2001? No. 2000. Yeah. Maybe like 2002? Something like that-ish. Definitely early 2000s. Maybe 19. Oh my God, it was 1999. That's right, because that was the CD. Okay, so in 1999, holy shit, that's a whole digit off. In 1999, I was a professional singer. Isn't that fucking nuts? In 1999, I was being paid over $50 a month to sing in a church choir, and I was number 2. They wouldn't let me be number 1, even though the number 1 guy, and yes, I bring this up every time because I still to this day hold resentment over that kid. So this kid was number 1. I wasn't number 1, I was number 2. I was doing all the work. He just wouldn't quit. He wasn't doing anything. That bitch. Anyway, so we ended up getting a trip to England, Ireland, and Germany in 1999. And so I went to England in 1999, and I sang a solo all by myself to the entire church on a Sunday. It was incredible. It was allegedly 3,000 people. So I sang to about 3,000 people all by myself. I did flawlessly. I was so proud of myself. Never forget it. And yeah, I don't remember hardly any non-whites back then. It was a very white area. Very white. Now apparently there's just a lot more migration. But yeah, we're talking about London right now, and how I went to London literally 20 years ago. I'm so fucking old now. It's crazy. There was a time in my previous videos where I did not have this right here. That's so weird to look at every day. Or this red dot, which may be like, I don't know, cancer? I don't know, but I've had this like red dot for like a year. And also my chin, if you look, my chin was broken, right? And you can see it's a little pushed in. You can see how it's not level. This side's just a teensy bit. See that rake right there? And then it's shoved up. And then I can't feel anything right here. This is all numb. Isn't that crazy? Every time I take a sip from a cup, I swear I've got it sealed to my mouth, but it's not. It always somehow dribbles down onto my shirt. Ever since I got hit by that truck. But yeah, life is crazy, man. Life's crazy. You go through a lot of different stuff. Who's watching? Who's watching right now? Who's watching? It's okay. It's already been a half an hour. Make sure to click like. I have no likes. Can somebody click like on this stream? I mean, am I just not asking for the likes? Like, are you guys not clicking like because you just like hate my videos? Belton needs to come to Florida. Yeah, I really like Belton. Yeah, we just, like I said, he and I are both American. And because he and I are both American, we're both, like stubborn And that's the American way, you know. Whatever your views are, you're kind of stubborn with those views for a while, you know, until your views change. You're really like fuck you, these are my views, right? So that's what I'm saying. So let me show you more Florida. So that's Florida. This is Florida. Now, what I love about Florida, because I've been to Arizona, Arizona is exactly like this, except there's no green. There's no green grass, there's no tree. But what I hate about South Florida here is that all of these trees, they're fake. They're not genuine. What do I mean by that? Every piece of landscaping, every tree, every palm tree, it's put there. It's not naturally there, it's put there. And I hate that. So everything is so corporate and fake, literally until you get to the ocean. That's why I love the ocean. That's why I am almost willing to leave here and maybe go somewhere else that is also coastal, is because like this is just so corporate. Like everything is just like quick and corporate and like for tourism, and like every employee is replaceable, every manager is not from here, every owner is not from here, and everyone down here is just here to make a quick dollar. And I hate that. So I want a coastal town where there's just more of a local scene than a tourism scene. Here, it's like 90% tourism, 10% locals. Like, try to find someone who went to preschool here, elementary school here, middle school here, high school here, and college here. You're never going to find it. Everybody here, like literally 99% of everybody here in South Florida is not from here. And I hate it. I hate that. Like, it's so there's no aura in that. There's no like spirit with that. Like when you like have a waiter or a waitress, there's like no soul in them. They know they're never gonna see you again. You're probably never gonna see them again because, you know, they're so transient. In the workplace, like the workplace is so transient. Like all the people that I work with, I don't see them very long. This is what I'm saying. Me holding this job for a really long time is probably just because I've stayed down here so long and haven't left. Everybody that has come down here and tried to be down here for a few years, they recognize that kind of transientness and hated it and left, right? I've just kind of tried to stick through it, but I think I've started to, you know, I have more of like a fear of letting go on things. I don't like letting go of a lot of stuff. So because of that, I guess I've stayed here a lot longer. But I mean, when I've been to California, when I went to visit my dad in California, oh my God. Of course, people say, oh, California sucks or California is expensive. Bro, California was amazing. The food, so good. Like the people there, they actually were nice and they had no reason to be. The beaches had waves. The sand was soft. like if I left Florida, my God, I'd probably go to California. And of course, you know, I never really talk about this ever. I'm extremely secretive about this online now. But, you know, this whole, well, let's use the word hemp. So this whole hemp industry is growing. The hemp industry is growing, and I enjoy that industry. And the industry down here in Florida is pretty limited. Our governor, he's not the biggest fan with the hemp industry. So I don't know. I've got like maybe 6 months down here myself. So Moons, if you're listening, I hope you visit me within the next 6 months. I hope, Moons, you visit me within the next 6 months, because I don't know how long I'll be here, because this place isn't the best. Like, there are far better beaches, far better beach towns. See, this is like very, very much like a, oh, you got